Okay, everyone, so we've closed out, I believe, row 23. This is the second part. So closing out, just gonna confirm. Yes, row 23. And I've closed out with a slip stitch on that single after closing out my last one on the pineapple. Now either you can cut your thread or you can do the slip stitch going into that shell. Okay, this is part 2. And I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, with slip stitch into the middle of that shell. Like that. Single to chain create my shell. This is getting big and this is only the center. Okay, we still have both sides to do the pineapples, one side at a time. So create my shell, 4 chain, 2, 3, and 4 shell. Exactly as we've been doing. Chain 2 and 3 more double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4 chain. Going into those 4 double crochets here. There is no increase, it's just double crochet over double crochet. So we had 4, we'll continue with 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 chain coming into the next one, and continue to do your 4 double crochets. Chain 3. For some of you that have your tension very tight, you can do a chain 4. So I'm going to continue to do chain 3 in my 4 chain, or chain 4, shell, chain 4, shell, and I'll come back to you because nothing has changed. All we're doing is filling in. Chain 3 now, 4 double crochets, chain 3, 4 double crochets, chain 4, and shell, chain 4, and the last shell at the pineapple. I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone, so I'm at the pineapple. I've done my chain 3s in between the 4 double crochets, chain 4, and here we're going to go directly into the next shell, closing out this pineapple completely and doing the shell. So there is no chain space in between. One, 2, 3, and 4, and then proceed again the same thing as we've been doing, shell over shell, chain 4, shell over shell on my second shell. Okay, so would be my first shell because we are closed in the pineapples. 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. Coming in, doing those 4 double crochets. Sorry for the banging, people. I have major construction going within the house, out of the house. Chain 3. We had a major flood coming down from the terrace upstairs and damaged pretty much all the terrace and the ceilings and walls and kitchen, living room, dining room. Lost pretty much everything. 3 chain. So now they're building up walls again. And do your 4 double crochets. So basically we're just repeating what we've done on here. Okay, what we've done here, we're repeating here. And of course, you're closing out the pineapple, no chain space in between. All right, so let me check the end of my row. Okay, everyone, So I've completed my row. It's quite big, as it is this centerpiece already. And we're not even finished. We're going to work now on one side of the pattern. So I've put my markers on already on 2 motifs. That means I've put it on the shell with a motif, not the one that has the pineapple. Okay, so I put the marker there, and I put the other one also with the motif here on the shell. We'll be working from here on. We will leave pineapple on each side out. Okay, so we have one in the center. We're now working on this one. Actually, we're going to leave 2 pineapples out. We're going to leave 2 out and 2 on this side out. Okay, and we're going to put right across the marker on the other 2 motifs. That means the shell next to the motif. I hope you can see it because this is big. And the other shell next to the other motif. So I have my 4 markers on. If you don't have markers, you can put a different color of thread. Okay, so we are not working on this motif here. We have only 1 motif on one side and 1 motif on the other side with 2 pineapples and 2 pineapples. And we have 1 here. That's on these ones where we're going to be working on. And we have the other pineapple there, which will be working on this motif. The closest shell to the motif on this side and the closest shell to the motif on this side. This is row 24 we completed. Okay, so now we're going to work from here on. And once we finish this side, then you will have to work on the other side. Exactly the same thing what we're going to do here. So basically what you have to do once we finish this side is go back on the video and start the other side exactly the same way as we're going to do here now. So you would just rewind and take it from there. So far, and this is not even blocked yet, that's why I said if you want a smaller one you should use number 10, Aunt Lydia. So far this is 56 and the edging is not even done yet, 56 centimeters. Okay, all right, so we're going to continue on. Now this is row 24. I'm thinking to recall numbers of row because this is part of the center, right? Okay, so slip stitch knot, and I'm going to start on this marker. So I won't need this marker because obviously we'll be working back and forth on these pineapples now. So I'm going to do a shell. So single, 2 chain, and again coming back in, doing a shell of 3, double crochet, 2 chain, and I'm on the right side of the pattern, okay, as if we would be continuing to work on the right side, and then 3 more double crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to come and do double crochet over double crochet. So where we have these 4 double crochets will continue to be 4 double crochets. Inside of this 3 chain, I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets inside of the 3 chain, and then 1 per stitch. This is how we're going to work the motif. One double crochet per stitch, so that's 4, and then 5 again inside of this chain space. So I have 3, 4, and 5, and then 1 per stitch. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that until here. Then we're going to do our 4 chain and shell, but I'll meet you here once I've completed. So 1 per stitch, 5 double crochets inside of that 3 chain, 1 per stitch, 5 double crochets, 1 per stitch, and I'll meet you there. Okay everyone, so I've done my 4 double crochets and 5 in my 3 chain. 4 double crochets, 5, 4 double crochets, 5, 4 double crochets, 5, 4 double crochets, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, shell over shell. So we're just repeating what's here and remembering that what we're doing on here, we also must do here. Okay, so there's no point of keep recording because it's just going to be a repeat of what we're doing here. Chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, coming in the next shell with shell. So shell, chain 4s, coming from this shell to this one, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, shell over shell, just like that. So do all chain 4 shell, chain 4 shell, chain 4 shell, chain 4 shell, chain 4, and then you have to repeat here what we've done here. I'll meet you at the other marker with the shell so we can turn around and work the other side of the pattern. Okay? Okay everyone, so pretty much completed this motif also. Did my shell. Now we're going to turn to the other side. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, coming in doing shell. So the shell will always be shell over shell, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to come on that first double crochet with single. I'm going to prepare for pineapples. This is the foundation of the pineapple, and so is this one. Okay, so chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip 1, 2, come into the third one, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitch, come into the third, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, 2 into the third one. We're going to do this all the way to the very last one. You should have 13 loops of 5 chain, skipping 2 going into the third, and then 4 chain and shell. So we have to do a single here because that's your last 13th loop. Okay, and then 4 chain and then shell. I'll meet you here at the shell. Okay everyone, just want to make sure you understood. So far I have 12 loops. I'm on my last loop, my 13th loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in, so skipping 2, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chain coming in, doing my shell. like that. So we have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Single 4 chain, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming in, doing that shell. So we're at the center of those 4 chains we've done on that pineapple. We're going to do chain 2. We're going to come in that center and do a shell of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. Okay, so we're in the center of that pineapple, chain 2, and now we're going to repeat everything we did, shell over shell, 4 chain, and so on. So all you have to do is just look at your pattern here at the beginning and continue to repeat what we just done. Chain 4, shell over shell, and then chain 4, and prepare your 13 loops with chain 5. 13 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the first one, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Skip 1, 2 into the third one. Okay, so you're going to repeat your 13, and I'll meet you here at the shell so we can turn around and work back and forth again. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished my shell. We need to turn around. We're always going to do those 5 chain going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming in my shell, doing shell. Chain 4. And we're going to do single in that first 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain into the next one. So now we're going to start to decrease on these loops. All of the loops here are 5 chain. Okay, everyone, so did that 5 chain, the shell, 4 chain, and then single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 loops of 5 chain, 4 chain, shell. So it's always a repeat here. And now 4 chain again. Coming into shell with shell. One, 2 chain. Coming inside of that center, remember the center one in front of the pineapple, we have a shell. We're going to do 3 groups of 3. So 3, 2 chain. I'm going to do 3 more. So it's a shell, 2 chain, and 3 more, because we will need to split those pineapples afterwards, right? So basically we're going to create shell going this way to close out this pineapple, and then shell going that way to close out the other pineapple. Chain 2, shell over shell. So we're going to repeat what we did right from the beginning. So basically we're going to do 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, and then your 5 chain loops, and then I'll meet you at the end here of the shell. We're going to go up again 5 chain always, and shell over shell. Okay, so basically the only thing that changes will be here. Everything else stays the same. You should have 12 loops now of 5 chain, and also you'll do it on this side. So continue on with your 4 chain shell, 4 chain, going to this first loop with single, do your 5 chain, continue to build your 12 loops of 5 chain. Okay, everyone, so finished my row. Going to turn around, do those 5 chain going up, do my shell, okay, 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming in the next one with single. Now I'm going to do 4 chain, 2, 3, 4. If you want to continue with 5, you can, but I'm doing the same thing as I did with the very first ones when we started. Remember? 4 chain, so we should have 11 loops now of 4 chain on this row. So I've done my 11 loops of 4 chain, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Create your shell, chain 4, create your shell. We're almost at the center of that pineapple. One, two, 3 chain. Come in and create a shell. So we have this shell going this way, chain 2, and create the next shell for the other pineapple. Like I said, the only difference now is only here on the center. Everything else stays the same now with 4 chain loops all the way to the end. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. And your shell. And again, chain 4, your shell, so basically all chain fours, except here we did chain 3, chain 3, chain 2. Everything else is chain fours. So I'm going to get here, I'm going to do my shell, I'm going to do my 5 chain going up my shell again, and I'm going to do 4 chains all the way to the end of the pineapples. So I'll have 10, okay, because it's just a repeat now. And I'll meet you back here on the shell. So when you turn around, 5 chain going up, shell, 4 chain, 4 chain, 4 chain, 4 chain, and then your shell. And I'll meet you here on the other side, okay? Okay, everyone, so I had turned around, did my 5 chain going up, my shell, 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 loops of 4, 4 chain, my shell, 4 chain again, my shell, one, 2, 3, 4 chain coming in, doing my shell, okay, we're right in the center, 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in the center here, creating a double crochet, we're going to create a V, 2 chain, and a double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, creating your shell. Everything else repeats exactly what we started from the beginning of the row. The only difference is here on the center. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, and your shells. Then your 4 chain, your shell again, and then your 4 chain for the pineapples. Okay, so here's the center. Shell, 4 chain, shell, 3 chain, V, double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet, 3 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell, and continue on until the end. So I'll meet you back here again once you've turned around. Do your 5 chain going up your shell, 4 chain, continue. You should have 9 on the next row. 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, and shell. So I'll meet you here on the second one, because really the only thing that changes is here on the center. Okay, on the other side, I'll meet you here on the second shell from the pineapple. All right. Okay, everyone, so I've turned around, did my 5 chain going up, my shell, 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops of 4 chain, 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, shell, 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming inside of my V, I'm going to do 7 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in my shell with shell. So that's the only difference here on this row, of course, only at the center here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, shell with shell, and we continue on with the 4 chains. So 4 chain, correct after our 4 chain pineapples, 4 chain shell, 4 chain shell, 4 chain shell, 3 chain, 7 double crochets, 2, 4, 6, 7, 3 chain shell, 4 chain shell, 4 chain shell, and continue on. So I'll meet you back here again on the second shell. Okay, once you turn around, go up your 5 chain, do your shell, and you should have 8 loops on the next row. So I'll meet you back here on this one after I've completed this row. Okay everyone, so I've turned around, did my 5 chain, my shell, 4 chain. I have 8 loops on this row. So far from the row we started, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. That means I have 3 on this side already of 5 chain. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loops of 4 chain. 4 chain shell, 4 chain shell. Going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain and shell. Okay, 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in that first double crochet of the 7 we did, we're going to do 2 on each stitch and 1 chain space between them into the second one. Increase 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, 1 chain, so we should have 14 double crochets now. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, chain 3, and do your shell. And now repeat everything that we just done with the 4 chains. So basically we're preparing the foundation for the last pineapple. Chain 4 and continue on. Shell over shell. And then once I get to the other side, once I've completed this row, 5 chain, shell, 4 chain, coming into the shell, 4 chain. I'll meet you here on the 3rd shell because these are all 4 chain, okay, on the other side, and then we'll continue on from here because the only difference is on the middle here. Okay, everyone, so I've turned around. This is row 8 from where we started. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did my 5 chain, my shell, my 4 chains. I have 8 loops on this row. Let me see. I think it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 loops on this row. 8. 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in that first double crochet with double crochet, we're going to do an increase on the first one. So 2 together. And on the second one, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, in the first double crochet, increase, 2 double crochet, and on the second, 1 double crochet, 1 chain in between the groups, 2 double crochet on that first double crochet, and 1 on the second double crochet, 1 chain space between them. So that's the only difference here on this row. And my last one, increase. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, chain 3, and repeat everything that we just started doing. Everything else is chain 4. So shell over shell, so continue again, chain 4, continue, turn around, do your 5 chain, your shell, come back out. You should have 6 loops on that on the pineapples, and then I'll meet you again here on the 3rd shell on the next side. Okay, because really the only thing that changes now is here, as it's been only here. All right. Okay, everyone, so I'm on the other side. This is row 9 from where we started. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 loops of 4 chain. Oops, made a mistake. I have to do a shell here, not 3 double crochet. That's what happens sometimes when you get ahead of your head, right? So shell, thank God I saw that. Or at least explaining the tutorial, or else I would have just went through and had to take it down on the next row. Okay, so for chain, your shell over shell, okay, on this one here where we're doing 4, I'm going to do 3 now. 1 2 and 3 coming in with shell over shell. Chain 3, and all we're doing here is double crochet over double crochet. There is no increases. So 3 double crochets, and 1 chain, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain in between them, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain. And here we're going to do 3 chain and 3 chain, and then we'll have 4 4 and continue on with 4s. Okay, so I'll meet you back again on the second shell when I return the other side. Okay, everyone, so started row 10. I have 1 2 3 4 5 loops on the pineapple. Chain 4 shell, chain 4 shell. I'm going to do chain 3 now. Exactly how we did on the previous row here. We changed from 4 to 3, okay? So shell over shell. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So on your first double crochet, 1 double crochet. On your second, increase 2 on the same stitch. This is no different than what we did with the pineapples at the beginning of the pattern, right? If you look well, let me see. So basically it's like doing here. Remember, we did 2, 3, 3, 4. So that's our increase. 1 chain on the first double crochet. Double crochet on the second, increase 2 in the same stitch, and on the third one, 1. That's all there is to this row. So continue. I'll meet you over on the other side. Okay. Hope I'm not too up from the camera. Let's just make sure I didn't go too up on the camera because I was not looking into the camera. So on your first double crochet 1, and on your second, increase. Two, and on your third, 1 double crochet. So now we have groups of 4, 1 chain space. So continue. 3 chain, 3 chain, shell over shell, 4 chain, 4 chain, on with 4 chain when you get to the shell, and you complete a 5 chain going up, shell, 4 chain again, and I will meet you here on the second shell when I turn around. Okay? Okay, everyone, so I've done row 11 from here, my 5 chain, my shell, 4 chain, and 4 chain on the pineapple loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell. Going to do 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. Do my shell. Chain 3. Now we're doing double crochet over double crochet. This time we're going to do a 2 chain space in between the 4 double crochets. No, sorry, we're still doing 1. It's the next row we're doing 2 chain space. It will be a repeat of this row, but with 2 chain. This one is still 1 chain, okay? One chain and 4 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So basically we're repeating the previous row. Difference is 1 per stitch. The previous row we had that increase to have the 4 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you on the third shell because we already know that it's 4 chain, 4 chain, 3 chain, shell, 3 chain, and I'll meet you here on the third shell. All right. Okay, everyone, completed here 12. I'm on my 12th row. 4 chain. I have 3 loops left on this pineapple, and of course will be on the other one too. Shell, 4 chain, shell, 3 chain, shell, 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do again 4 double crochets with 2 chain space in between. So we're pretty much repeating the row with 2 chain this time in between these 4 double crochets. So again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 chain and repeat again the same thing. Two chain, 4 double crochets. So just continue to do your 4 double crochets, 2 chain, and then 3 chain, 3 chain, your shells of 4 chain, and your pineapple loops. I'll meet you on the other side on the 3rd shell. Okay? Okay, everyone. So did row 13, my 5 chain, my shell, 4 chain. We have 2 loops left, 4 chain, 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell, 3 chain, shell, and 3 chain again. Coming in, doing those 4 double crochets again. This time we're going to do a 3 chain space in between them. So 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 chain, and again continue the 4 double crochets. That's the only difference on this row, is this 3 chain in between the groups. We're almost closing out the 2 pineapples. 1, 2, 3 chain, and your 4 double crochets. There's a lot of little details to this pattern, but it's absolutely stunning. You guys will absolutely love it. Okay, so just repeat now the 4 double crochets and the 3 chain in between, and then come all the way to the end, turn around, and I'll meet you again on the 3rd shell. Okay, once you've turned around, I'll meet you here. Okay, everyone, so done row 14, 1 loop left of 4 chain for the pineapple, 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell, 3 chain, shell. We're going to repeat exactly what we did on the previous row. 1, 2, 3 chain, and just repeat double crochet over double crochet and 3 chain in between the groups. That's all we're going to do. So we're just repeating the row. 1, 2, and 3, and then repeat your 4 double crochets. This is just a repeat of the previous row, so I'll meet you on the 3rd shell. Okay, everyone, so completed row 15. I'm on, did my 4 chain, my last loop, right, that I've covered, so we're almost there. 4 chain, shell, 4 chain, shell, 3 chain, shell, 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do 1 double crochet per stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And inside of this 3 chain, I'm going to do 3 double crochets. And then 1 per stitch again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 3 inside of the 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to repeat. This is the only difference on this row. We're going to repeat that until here, and then continue with your 3 chain, your shell, 3 chain, and then 4 chain. Close out your last loop with 4 chain, and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've arrived at the end. I'm going to do my 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn around. I'm going to do my shell, 2, 3, 2 chain. We're almost closing the 2 pineapples out and only stay with 1 left. This time we're going to do 1, 2, 3 chain, coming on that single again with a single. 1, 2, 3 chain, shell over shell. Okay, so 5 chain, your shell, 3 chain. We're coming exactly where we have that single, 3 chain shell. From here, we're going to do 3 chains now. Only here, we're going to start doing 4 chain. Okay, on that pineapple, we're going to create 1, 2, 3 chain now. Because we're almost closing the pineapple out. We don't need those 4 chains anymore. So shell over shell. 1, 2, 3 chain, shell over shell. So everything now is 3 chain except when we're getting to the double crochets there. Okay, so shell, 3 chain, single on that single, 3 chain shell, 3 chain shell, 3 chain shell, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chain, because we're going to start the loops on this pineapple with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Skip 1, 2 into the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Skip 2 into the third one. So we're going to continue to do that all the way to the end. We should have 15 loops. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, remembering that this is row 16, just to make sure that you're on the same row. And I've done my 15 loops of chain 5, skipped 2 stitch and went into the third, and I completely finished exactly where I started with the first one. Now we're going to do a 4 chain. So only here now on this one and this one, because we're starting the next pineapple, which is the last one. 2, 3, 4 chain. Everything else is 3 chain now. Okay, so continue shell over shell, and I'll meet you at the end of my row, because these are just shell over shells, right? And 3 chain, shell over shell, 3 chain. I'll meet you back here again on the last shell. So I arrived at the end. I'm going to do my 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and create the shell, 3 double crochet, two chain and 3 double crochet. So wait, this is row 17. I'm going directly, so we're basically closing the pineapples out. Okay, shell over shell, chain 3. Remember what I said, everything is chain 3 except for the new pineapples that pineapple that we're creating, which is the last one. And that's what makes it different than the other tutorial I did. I've only did up until the 2 pineapples. I didn't do the last one. 1, 2, 3 chain, shell over shell, I tell you, there's never a dull moment in this place. There's always noise coming from everywhere. Good heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do your, going to the first loop. Now 5 chain. exactly how we did the other pineapples. 3, 4, 5 chain, and then the next row I start with 4 chain on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain into the next one. So this row you should have 14 chains of the pineapples. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone. So I'm in my last one, and on my last one I'm going to turn my work because we have to close out these pineapples. So we're not doing a 5 chain. We're going to do the walk with the slip stitch, as I call it, to the center of this 2 chain on the shell with a single 1, 2 chain, coming into the next shell with a single, okay, and 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the next and create your shell. 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 double crochet. So we completed the row, did the walk with the slip stitch. I think I'm going to do a 3 chain instead of 2. I think it's pulling a little bit too much. Sometimes, you know, you have to look at it and see if it's working out or not. So I have 2, 3 chain coming in that center with single 1, 2, 3, and do your shell. I think it will look much better this way. But I mean, if it works for you, the 2 chain, then that's okay. Creating shell over shell. So we have to start closing this pineapple out, okay? 1, 2, 3 chain and shell over shell. So then 4 chain and then continue. On this row I'm going to be doing 4 chain loops. So I've done my shell. I'm going to do 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to the pineapples with 4 chain now. 2, 3, 4. Exactly how we did with the other pineapples. I only did 2 rows of 5 chain, the first and the second. And all of the other ones were 4 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row to make sure that you know how to close out. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm reaching the end. We must do exactly the same thing as we did here. Okay? So I'm going to do a 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. Come in. Single. 1, 2, 3. Into the middle of the next one. Single. Turn around. Now, inside of here, this 3 chain, I'm going to do a single, 2 chain. We're going to create a shell. 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Not 3, 2 chain, sorry. Doing a shell. And 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, creating your shell. So this would be row, I think 18, but I'm going to count. I'm not sure. I lose track of the rows of the counting. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Chain 3 and proceed with your shells. So we should have 3 shells here now. One, 2, 3, 4 because we're going into the pineapples. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so we have 1, 2, we need one more shell, chain 3, and we're coming into that 3 chain, creating the shell, and then we're cutting our thread because we are working only with 2 shells, okay, to create the last pineapple. And I will probably be on the 3rd video. I don't even know how much memory I have. I will have to look. It's probably supposed to be there already. Okay, so we pretty much finished the 3 shells, and now we cut our thread, and we're going to start only to work on 2 shells. So just tuck in your loose ends, you know how that goes. Just gonna bring it down here like that so it can look more of normal. Well, my old hooks, they're so old, they're so abused already, but I can't get enough of them, right? When you get used to something, it's kind of hard to get rid of it. It's got acrylic on it, it's got polish, it's got so many things. A lot of you know that I work with nails. Okay. So we have to continue from this side also because we finished. We were supposed to turn around. So we'll continue on this shell. We're only working with 2 shells now.